How can people stop smoking?
Okay, well, first of all, when you look at the issue of quitting smoking, we need to keep in mind that it's a very addictive product when you're looking at smoking cigarettes. So, when you look at quitting smoking, I guess some of the issues are, having the cognitive knowledge, having the information, education about how do I go about doing it. Okay, um, looking at issues related to, our own readiness to quit, or something that's an issue you want to look at. So, having the know-how, having the self-efficacy, and the tools and the strategies that will help you go about that's very important. I mean, there's lots of quit programs that are out there, and so I think part of it would be, if people were interested in quitting smoking, is is looking internally, are they ready to quit? Okay, is this something that they want to do? And for some people, they may be able to go cold turkey right off the bat. For others, it's really helpful to have number one, a support system. Number two, have a program that's actually put together that talks about, your information, your strategies, how do you go about quitting smoking, and what are some of the techniques, what are some of the best ways to go about addressing that. For some people, it might be having nicotine replacement products available, maybe having a chemical aid, some of those products that are out on the market. So I think a combination of looking at having a good support system, having the cognitive knowledge about how you go about doing that, and then having a program, and then having the support system. Okay, so that's really some of the aspects of when you're looking at quitting smoking. Those are some of the considerations that
Okay.
some people might want to keep in mind.
How do people get started smoking, and why it's so addictive?
Okay, well, I know for a lot of people, they're very young when they start smoking. And, for some, it may be experimentation. For others, it could be, peer pressure. For others, it could be situations where they just simply want to, try something new. They see it in the media. They see it in many different venues and just think, well, maybe this is something I want to just try. So the experimentation is certainly one, venue that people may do. So for a lot of people, it starts at an early age. For some of them, they may not know all the health risks that are associated with, you know, using tobacco products.
Does the people you hang around with and the things you do impact how you smoke, or is it more of an addictive quality?
Okay. Well, I mean, the nicotine in cigarettes, I mean, that's a very, very addictive aspect. And that's one of the challenges when you're looking at quitting smoking. So, you know, when you look at quitting smoking, not only are you addressing the physical addiction, but you're also looking at issues in terms of the habitual, the habit aspect of it, as well as the psychological issues or emotional that come with that. So, looking at your question, then, so not only are you looking at the physical, but then when you're looking at habits, for some people, if they're with a group of friends that are all smoking, then they might be more inclined to want to continue smoking if they're with them. It's one of those pieces where, you look at the environment, you look at the issues of trying to quit smoking. So if somebody's quit smoking, then it's really important initially to put themselves in an environment where they're at less risk of relapsing. So especially during the first couple of weeks after quitting smoking, it's really important to focus on, making sure that, number one, that you look at the issues of what are some of the challenges that might come up with relapse. For the first couple of weeks, do I need to look at, staying away from smoke in any way, shape, or form that I can? And sometimes for some individuals that might be holding off on some of those connections with somebody who's smoking around them, or ask them, when I'm with you, please don't smoke. And initially, at least for the first couple of weeks, or until they're at a place where they've been able to quit smoking, they feel strong enough that they're able to resist that if they're in that environment where there is smoke.
Okay.